That's why Billy's supposed to be here because this was his favorite. This is the one you said he comprehended really quickly.
He
Okay.
did. He
Yes.
did.
Right.
Because we kept giving him ejemplos,
Yes.
examples of what is reflexivo y no es
See.
reflexivo.
See.
Okay? So, um, so you look, las dos tías, okay,
Hmm.
perdóname porque yo voy a hablar con Abia y señora Jean porque
See.
ellos no saben, okay?
See.
Entonces, hola, mis hombres, los dos
Oh,
están
Hol-
right.
aquí.
Hola, buenos
Hola,
dias,
Just
buenos
buenos
saying I
dias.
was missing
días.
you, Billy. Was
Buenos
missing
dias.
you. Yes.
Okay, te extrañamos. We missed you. Te
Oh,
extrañamos.
Yes, very much. Yes.
well, yo tengo un problema mañana. Mi coche
Hmm.
necesita
Oh, I see.
un nuevo, what? I don't, ¿cómo le dice tire?
Llantas,
Um,
llantas
Yeah,
nuevos.
Okay.
yeah, so I have a flat
What?
oh,
Oh man. Okay.
Hoy?
right now, yeah.
Oh no.
Oh,
No.
Oh,
okay. Hold on. Senior Billy,
yes.
I will be sending you, I promise you, I will be sending you this sermon because you need it. I promise. Because the sermon says, and then I'm gonna get back on Espanol, that the devil fights anointed people differently.
Yes.
Okay? So you're gonna
Yeah,
have to move differently.
yeah.
Okay. So we'll talk about that
sí.
a little bit later. But I am taping. Okay. So you don't
Mhm.
have to worry about missing anything should you be tending to whatever you need to tend to. Okay.
Right.
Oh, oh, sorry. Can you hear me still?
Uh-huh. We can hear you,
Oh,
honey. Did you hear what I said?
it switched. Yes, I did. I heard it. You said you were taping, and
Yes.
it,
Yeah.
it um.
Just in case.
So
So
I'm in my.
are you on the road, Billy? Or are you
No, I'm just driving it up there now. I have run flats on my car, so I can drive it about 50 miles. So
Oh, okay,
I'm
right.
All
Hmm.
I'm
right.
gonna drive it up there right now and
Okay.
get
Right.
it fixed. But I'm also listening in at the same time. So
You
Okay.
go, boy.
So
Muy bien.
All right.
Billy, so I'm listening in too. I'm helping on my way to help my granddaughter move into her first apartment. And
oh, nice.
so,
Oh, oh, nice.
yes, this
Oh,
is
Yeah,
just
that's
such a
nice.
yeah.
blessing. And I
Yeah.
don't want to miss out on it. So,
Oh,
That's
that's
um,
right.
so sweet. That is so
yeah,
sweet. That's gorgeous.
yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
Love
Did
it.
you say your granddaughter?
Yeah, this is
yes,
her grandbaby.
Okay,
my
please let me give you
grandbaby.
your first Spanish word of the day.
Okay.
Nieta.
Yeah.
Nieta.
Nieta.
Yes, your
Uh-huh.
nieta.
So if that's the case, and a nieta is a granddaughter, ¿cómo se dice my granddaughter Avina?
Me. Uh, oh, shoot,
Nieta.
you just said the word.
Nieta.
Niete. Mi
Nieta.
nieta.
Muy bien. I'm
Mi
going to write that for
nieta.
you. That was
Okay.
good. Muy bien. Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
And then we'll go into our lección. Hold on.
Okay.
All right. Hold on. Wait a minute. I gotta take it down. Jesus, because you know my tears. Oh, Father God. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. Wait. I gotta
Gotta watch it. Gotta watch it.
and she look, she be on it. She be on it. Okay, hold it. Let me get a new one. Let's see, slide. Doo-doo-doo. Because we learned those possessive adjectives. Okay. ¿Cómo se
Yeah.
dice clase your granddaughter?
Okay.
Uh, oh,
Tu
oh,
niete.
Tu nieta. Let me show you
oh,
the word that I'm talking about so I can get you guys on a good pronunciation.
uh-huh.
And that's okay. It's baby.
Break it down into some Ebonics.
You know it, girl. Okay, Te Tango, I got you, girl.
It
Okay,
it really
so
helps me to see it.
right.
I
Uh-huh.
don't know what it is about my learning
No, no, no.
ability,
That's
but
It's
just the way
not, I
you learn,
promise you it's
sweetie.
not you, baby.
No, it's okay. They're different
Okay.
kind of
okay.
learners, and that's all right. Yeah.
Okay.
Amen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Nieta.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Granddaughter. Okay, let's put that together. Okay, all right. Let me show
All
you.
right.
Okay, so let's break down the fonéticas.
Okay.
Okay. And it's gonna be irrationally large because I want Abina to be able to see it.
No problem. No problem.
Yeah, I'm on the cell phone now.
Right.
Mhm.
Oh.
Okay.
Can you say that in English?
Dieta.
Nieta.
Yeah.
Dieta, sí, muy bien.
Nieta. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So we learned about sustantivos. Do you remember what a sustantivo is? Everybody?
That pronoun. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
Not
sorry.
a pronoun, that's a
A
noun.
noun.
It's a
Noun,
noun.
noun.
A
Okay.
pronombre is a pronoun. Okay.
Uh,
A pronombre is a pronoun. See? So
See,
my question to you is if la nieta is a granddaughter, what do you think a grandson would be?
lay nieto.
Nieto.
El nieto.
El nieto tiene, get that francés out of my
Oh,
English, Dios
sorry.
mío,
Sorry.
God. Okay. El nieto. Good job.
Yes. El nieto.
El nieto es grandson. Muy bien.
See.
Excelente. Okay. Again, we talked about sustantivos. We talked about el, la, los, las. But if we have a combination of both of them, okay,
Mhm.
what would they be called? My grandchildren. How do you say my grandchildren? I mean, we'll start with the grandchildren.
Mhm.
El nieto.
Ooh, not el nietos. You got part of it.
Lo
Las,
nieto.
los nietos.
Los nietos. Muy bien.
Okay.
Los nietos. Muy bien.
Plural. More than one.
Other one.
Sí. Muy bien. Okay. So, clase, ¿cómo se dice my grandchildren?
Mis
Mis
nietos.
mietas.
Hold it.
Oh, mietos. You're right.
Here's my
Because
question. If all of your grandchildren are granddaughters, you can say mis nietas. You can say that. That would not be incorrect. Okay. But if you have a mixture, because see, I have a mixture. I have some grandsons and I have some granddaughters. Okay. But if I put them all together, then we have to use the masculine. But if there are only girls, you can say mis nietas.
Mhm.
okay.
Okay, you got it?
Okay.
See.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was good, guys.
See.
That was muy bien, excelente. Okay, so I want to talk about verbos reflexivos real quick. Now, I am not done with this lección, so it's going to be un parte de lección de verbos reflexivos while I have everybody on the call. Okay,
See.
so our verbos reflexivos, I need you to think about a mirror when we talk about reflexivos. I need you to think about a mirror because I need you to think about a reflection, okay? And a reflection is whatever the object is in the mirror is going to be reflected out of the mirror. Do you understand?
See.
Uh, you
Of
you
course.
understand that?
See.
Okay. So
See.
let's talk about it real quick. Okay. All right. So do not worry about reading this, Sabina. You can read this once you get done. I'm going to read it for everyone, okay? All right,
Okay.
I got you, girl. Okay,
Okay.
so a verb is reflexive when the subject and the object are the same, okay? Another way to think of it is when the subject is doing something to itself. it is reflexive. When the subject is doing something to someone or something else, it is not reflexive. In English, we make verbs reflexive by adding the word himself, myself, yourself, and so on to the sentence. Okay? In Spanish, it is done by using what is called a reflexive verb. When a reflexive verb is used in Spanish, it is already understood that the action of the verb is being performed on the subject. Okay? Sí?
Sí.
All right.
Sí.
Okay. Okay. Y'all have to excuse me because I'll be moving y'all all around the dang on screen. So if you see me looking all around, it's me moving y'all. Okay. So here we go. So let's look at some example of reflexive verbs in English to understand the concept. Then we'll start working with Spanish. So the sentence is la oración o la frase. Okay, means the sentence. La oración or la frase. Okay, is I wash myself. Okay, the subject is I, the verb is wash, and the object is myself.
Right.
Okay, since the subject and the object are the same, the verb is reflexive. I wash the car is the oración. The subject is I, the verb is wash, but the object now is the car. Since the subject and the object are different, the verb is not reflexive.
Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Here's another example of how a verb can be either reflexive or non-reflexive. I scratch myself. The subject is I, the verb is scratch, the object is myself. Since the subject and the object are the same, the verb is reflexive. I scratch the dog. Subject is I, verb is scratch, object is dog. Since the subject and object are different, the verb is not reflexive. When a verb is reflexive, the infinitive ends in se. Okay, let's talk about it. You're going to be able to make many other verbs other than the verbs that you see that end in say. You will be able to make a whole lot more verbs reflexive. Okay. All right. So don't be married to it just being in say. They're showing you that in the dictionary, there are words that are going to be definitely reflexive. Okay.
Right.
And they're going to be definitely reflexive. Got it. Got it, Abina. They're going to be definitely reflexive because you see say on the end of it. Okay.
Right.
But they're not the only ones that can be reflexive. I just wanted to make that note. Okay.
Right.
All right. Lavar significa to wash. It's not reflexive. Okay.
Right.
Lavarse, with the say on the end, means to wash oneself. Okay. Rascar significa to scratch, not reflexive. Okay. Rascarse, to scratch oneself, is reflexive. Say,
Right.
see.
Sí.
There's one reflexive verb that you've been using since you began studying Spanish. Llamarse. Llamarse. Do you remember how we use llamarse, Clase? Do you remember what phrase do we use that in? What sentence we make with llamarse?
When we're talking about our name.
Yes, when we are talking about our name. We will be practicing with llamarse again, just so you can see it, okay? Just so you can understand why it is reflexive, okay? We'll do that in a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, so when you learn to conjugate regular verbs, you needed to learn a set of pronouns. Pronombres, Senor Billy. Pronombres called subject pronouns. And that was my favorite. Yo means I, tú means you, él, ella, he, and she. Usted is formal you, just in case I don't know you. Nosotros is we, ellos, ellas means they. Ustedes is you. When there's more than one of you, that means y'all. These are my Spanish pronouns. We can conjugate verbs now. This is the way we use subject pronouns in order to practice conjugating and changing the endings of those regular verbs in order to tell who the action is being, who is doing the actual action. Okay.
See.
All right. The scooping. To learn to conjugate reflexive verbs, you need to learn a different set of pronouns called reflexive pronouns. These pronouns are positioned before the verb. Did you see? Before the verb,
Okay.
while the ending say is dropped and the verb is conjugated normally. Okay, I'll show it to you, Senora Jan, because you gave me the, oh no, you didn't. All I saw it. I saw it. Baby,
Anything.
She lifted up.
those
I
eyebrows
saw her
started
lift
talking to me
up.
like,
I
what
saw
did she
Jen
just
lift up on that one.
Yeah, what did she just say? That was a mouthful. So I'm going to demonstrate it so you can see it, I promise, okay? So remember when I told you that the grid was our everything?
Right.
Okay. So therefore, you'll be able to see it in the grid, and you know that may is going to mean myself. Okay. Te is going to mean yourself. Say is going to be himself, herself, yourself, themselves, because you see say on the bottom over here too, and yourselves. Okay. Nos is going to be ourselves. Okay. And the one that we don't do, os, is going to be a plural of you, yourselves, but we don't do that one. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So the purpose of the reflexive object pronouns is to show that the action of the verb remains with the subject. Okay.
Okay. Preguntas.
Uh,
So if we have the SE on it, then it doesn't have to go before the verb because it's already connected to the verb. Is that correct? You combine
just
when you
like you take off the AR, ER, and IR.
uh-huh.
You're going to take off that say, and then you're going to use that say in order to identify exactly who's doing the action.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right. Okay. Sorry, that's not that don't apply. I was changing up my stuff, and so I wasn't actually done. Okay. So let me show you kind of what I mean. Okay. So we're going to work this in kind of like work this in real time type of situation. Let's get rid of this first. All right. So, Senora Jan and Abina and Senora Billy, because you have not had this formally either. Tia Cynthia and Tia Day, this was one of their requests to review, to refreshing, because sometimes you kind of forget what the rules are of said, there's so many of them, oh my gosh, that you learn over time, and you just want that refresher. So yeah. So, and this is really good because the reason why I want you guys to also practice it and also know it is because this is the way that we talk about ourselves, and that's what we're going to use. We're going to start with llamar, and it's going to explain to you why It is reflexive. And what does it mean? So I'm putting this up here so we can put our reflexive pronouns, because you have to have them in order for it to be reflexive. You have to have them. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, let's do say, because that's the easiest one. All right. So let's practice while I am doing this. Let's practice with telling me whether or not it is reflexive or not reflexive. Get your chat ready.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to give you these sentences in English because I want you to understand the concept in which we are speaking of. Everybody ready?
Yes. See.
Here we go. Only thing I want you to put in the chat is reflexive or not reflexive. Okay? Reflexive or not reflexive. The sentence is,
Now, oh, okay.
the sentence is, I wash my face.
Whoops. Sorry.
Muy bien, muy bien. Good job, Senor Gary. Okay. I have some reflexive and some non-reflexive in there. Okay. The answer is that it is reflexive. It is reflexive because I am doing the washing and I'm doing the washing to myself.
Oh,
So the person who is doing the action is also the person who is receiving the action. You got me?
mm,
Okay.
mm,
All right.
yeah.
Okay. Ready? Here we go. Next sentence is Cynthia washes a car. Cynthia washes her car. Oh, good job. Muy bien, Señor Gary. Muy bien, Tia Cynthia. Muy bien, Tia Day. Good job, Señora Jan. Tell me why it's not reflexive, por favor. The sentence was Cynthia washes her car. Can you tell me why it's not reflexive, please?
Because the car is a different object. It's
You
not.
go, girl. That's what I'm talking about. Good job. Good job. Okay. You getting it. That's good. Okay. Okay, you ready?
Mhm.
All right. Could you please, the next sentence is going to be, the next sentence is going to be, ooh, Tia Day wakes up at 6 o'clock. Tia Day wakes up at 6 o'clock.
Oh, that's. Mm.
Talk to me. Talk to me. What's in your head?
Well, there doesn't seem to be an object.
There's an
I
object.
mean, unless it's
Who's
Tia
waking up?
Day, because she's waking up,
And
but
who does she
it's
wake up?
not an action, I
Who wakes
guess.
her up?
She wakes her own self up.
Ah.
Okay, so there we go.
Okay. Yeah. That was good. That was good. That was good. Okay, that was good. How about let's do one more. Um sorry. Uh Idris Elba takes a bath.
Mm. Some people would wish it wasn't Some people may.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying is ooh wee, ooh wee.
I throw that in there for my Tia Day. I gotta make her smile. Okay.
All right.
Tia Day's like, that's my job, is all I'm
Yeah,
saying.
right.
Okay. Idris Elba takes a bath is reflexive because Idris Elba is the one who is doing the action, and Idris Elba is the same one who's receiving the action. So it is reflexive. Okay. You got me? Now, in order to make our verbs reflexive, let's use llamar.
Okay.
Llamar. Do you remember the verb llamar, Clase?
See?
See? Okay. So I'm going to show it to our other friends because it's not that I don't think they remember it. I don't think they are used to seeing it in its a reflexive form. They've seen llamar,
Mhm.
but I don't think they've seen it in its reflexive form.
Mm-mm.
Llamarse, to call oneself. This is the verb that we use as soon as we start Spanish class. We just don't know why. Okay, and we don't know what it's called. Okay, llamarse significa to call oneself. Okay, how do we use this? Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. I think llamarse is one of the verbs, Tia Day, Tia Cynthia, that I like because it gives such a wonderful explanation. Come on, Pooh. Where's she at? Where you at? Nope, not finna worry about you now. Okay, let's do this. Gives a wonderful explanation. And I think that now that we have enough grammar up under our little belts, that we can see it better. And I like that. That's my favorite part right there, is that it makes it very visible for us to be able to see. Okay, so llamarse, to call oneself. Now we have discussed conjugating verbs, and we have discussed how to conjugate verbs, AR verbs, ER verbs, and IR verbs. When you see a reflexive verb, you must use this to know that it is reflexive, but you must ignore that part of it because although it is tacked on the end of the verb, it is not what qualifies a verb to be AR, ER, or IR. Okay.
See.
The AR, the ER, the IR is still there. So if that is the case, could you tell me what type of verb do we have? Do we have an AR verb, an ER verb, or an IR verb?
An AR verb.
We have an AR verb. And do we remember the endings for the AR verbs? Do we remember that?
Yes.
Okay. Could you tell me what the endings for an AR verb is? Clase. Could you tell me
Oh,
the endings for
oh,
AR verb?
Yo is
oh,
O,
two.
no,
Yes. S.
O,
is
Yes.
as,
As.
S
a,
ah,
amo,
Amos.
us,
and
I,
an.
an.
Uh-huh, muy bien. Okay, so these are going to be the endings that we're going to have to deal with. Okay, you're going to conjugate the verb just as a normal verb. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay. Remember that as we have the verb llamar, okay, if we conjugate it, you taking off that AR and replacing that AR with these endings here, okay, that means that L-A-M becomes your stem. I'm going to blow this up because I know we are dealing with people like me who need it just a little bit. There we go. There we go. Thank you for being patient, my friends. Okay. Okay. So we know that the ella, am is la raíz. It is the stem. Okay. So hold on, make it smaller. Come on, Lorena, you got this. So we have ella, am, o. We have ella, am, what?
S.
S. We have ella, am, muy bien. Hold on, let me move this chat out of my way. Move y'all up to the side. We have ella, am. Lo siento. Hold on. Scoop my screen up a little bit. There we go. There we go. All right. Ella, am.
Amos.
Ajá. Amos. Okay.
Yaman.
S.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there it is.
Uh-huh. And then we have ella, am.
And
Amo.
An. Muy bien.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you have to see this first in order to understand what we're doing. Are you ready?
Sí.
Okay. So llamar significa by itself to call. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So en la forma de yo, that means the yo form. En la forma de yo means the yo form.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Llamo means I call.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Llamas means you call.
Mm-hmm.
Llama means he calls, she calls, or you formal call. Llamamos means we call. And llaman means they call or you all call. See?
Sí.
Okay, we got
see,
that part?
Yes. Sí.
But this verb is not just a verb, okay? This is a reflexive verb, which means that the person who is doing the calling is going to be doing it to themselves, okay? You got me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In order to do that, we have to take off that say, okay? Okay. And then we're
mhm.
going to put the say in front of the verb, and then we're going to change it in order to talk about who is actually doing it. Okay.
Oh,
You got me? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So here we go. Come on, Lorraine. Okay. So if I'm calling myself, what am I going to say?
me llamo,
Me llamo.
Not say amo. What'd you say?
me llamo.
Me
Me
llamo.
llamo. Okay, I apologize. Maybe I was not hearing properly. I'm sorry. You're
No, I did say.
Oh, okay. Me llamo. Muy bien. Me llamo. Okay. Which means I call myself. Translated the way that we speak here in the United States. If I say I call myself, it just basically means my name is. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Got me?
Sí.
All right. ¿Cómo se dice? ¿Cómo se dice? How do you say you call and then yourself? How do you say you call yourself?
Te, te,
Te,
Te
te llama,
llamo.
Te
te,
te
llamas,
llama más.
te
uh-huh.
llamas, okay? Which leads us to the question that we always ask people when we don't know their names. We always say, ¿Cómo te llamas? What do
Mm-hmm.
you call yourself?
Sí.
¿Cómo te llamas? What do you call yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Okay?
Sí.
Yeah. ¿Cómo te llamas? What do you call yourself? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Which translates to what's your name?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
See, I can get ghetto in here instead of instead of with my students because I must be so proper. Okay, what your name is. All I want to know is what your name is. See? Okay. Lo siento, lo siento. Okay. If we were asking what his name or her name is, okay, what he or she calls him or herself, what will we say, guys?
Se llamas.
Good
Se
job.
llama. Mhm.
Se llama. Okay. You got me?
Sí.
All right. So, se llama, what is his name? What is her name? What is its name? Because
Mhm.
I can say, hey, Senor Gary, ¿cómo se llama? Okay. What is this called? What is the name of this? Okay. You can say that. Okay. And it would not be incorrect. See?
Sí.
Okay. Good job. ¿Cómo se dice? We call ourselves the Spanish crew. Hey, ¿cómo se dice? We call ourselves.
Mhm.
Nos, nos, nos,
Llamamos.
Good job. Nos llamamos.
Dios, llamamos,
Uh-huh.
llamamos,
Mm-hmm.
no, llamamos.
Mm-hmm. See,
Llamamos.
Sí.
see.
Mhm.
Because Senora Jen, I don't remember if I told you, but the double L's make a Y sound.
Mhm.
Yes, you have told me that many times,
No, that's okay. That's okay.
but do I do it? No.
Oh, that is okay. That's why you're here. We're still learning. No big deal. Okay. Okay. Now this one, ¿cómo se dice? How we're gonna say they call themselves?
um,
They call themselves good students. See, they call
Se
them.
llaman. Se
Say,
llaman.
okay. One thing that I want you to note is that you have say on the singular and say on the plural. Do you see it?
Yes. That's what you
Okay.
said.
The
Excuse me.
only thing that's going to tell you whether it is singular plural is what, guys? The N
and
on
on
the
the
end.
end,
The N on the end. The N on the end means more than one. So therefore, a lot of times when it deals with third person, that is the only indicator that it is plural and that it is they. Okay, guys?
Sí.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. One more caveat before we practice a little bit more
Sí.
is negation. Are you ready? You're going to, when you negate something, I don't eat, I don't drink, I don't walk, I don't sing, okay?
Mhm.
Usually you put no before the verb, okay?
Mhm.
You put no before that verb, okay? So it winds up being,
Mm. Okay.
¿cómo se dice? I don't speak Spanish.
yo no hable
Habla español.
Yo no
Hablo
hablo.
español.
Me
Es
habló español.
yo
hablo.
no
Right.
hablo.
Yes, good job. No hablo.
Mhm.
Okay.
Sí.
No hablo. So that is coming directly before that verb. No hablo. Okay. ¿Cómo se dice? I don't eat pizza because it doesn't agree with me. I don't eat pizza.
Uh, yo no como.
Perfect. Yo no como. Muy bien. Okay. Muy bien. Good job. Good job. I'm showing you ¿Cómo se dice? I don't live in St. Louis.
Yo no vivo
Very
in
good. Excelente. Muy bien. Muy bien. Tia Cynthia, ¿cómo se dice? I don't work no more.
Yo no trabajo.
Muy bien. Muy bien. Excelente. Good job. All right. I wanted you to see the pattern of making sure that you put that no before the verb in order to negate it. You can use that with all the forms, okay? Ellos no hablan español. Ellos no hablan español, okay? See? Okay?
Mhm.
Tú no comes pizza. Tú no comes pizza. See? Okay?
Mhm.
What? ¿Tú no vives en Hawaii? Hey, Hawaii. Oh, Dios mío. Señora Day,
Mhm.
señora Day,
Mhm.
señora Jen no trabaja
Mhm.
no más. Ella no trabaja. See? So
Mhm.
it doesn't matter the form that we use. Yo, tú, él, ella, usted. Put a no in front of it, it negates it. Okay. That is your no, not, and don't. Okay. Doesn't. That's what that no is standing for at the time that we're speaking. Okay. Because you're not going to see not and doesn't is going to be implied according to the structure of your sentence. So it's not going to exist unless we deal with context. Okay. Okay.
Oh, okay. So if you were saying I don't call myself Jan
Girl,
instead of
don't be leading into my lesson, girl. Okay. Go ahead. How would we say that, sis? How would we say that?
will we say me no yama
No, ma'am.
Jan?
Because the reason why I told you that is because this verb is reflexive and that say came with the verb. You got to
Right.
with the verb. So the technical put it in front of the verb is going to be in front of the may.
Mm.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay. So no in front. Okay, that was my question.
So here we
Okay.
go. So this is how it goes. No
Mm-hmm.
me llamo Señora Jan. Me llamo La Reina. Oh,
Mhm.
you got it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it's going to be no te llamas Señora Day.
Mhm.
Oh, te llamas Señora Jan. You got me? Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
so we keep that no in front of the verb. You have to remember that the me, te, se, no se is now part of the verb if that verb is being used as a reflexive verb. So no me llamo. Ooh, no me
Mm-hmm.
llamo Big Bird, me llamo La Reina. ¿Sí?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. No te llamas. Lo siento. No te llamas Gary, te llamas Tia Day. Okay. No se llama. No se llama Abina, se llama Señor Billy. ¿Sí?
Mhm.
No nos llamamos un club de francés, nos llamamos un club de español.
Sí.
¿Ok?
Mhm.
No se llaman. Ajá, muy bien. No se llaman Sesame Street Crew, se llaman un breakdance crew. ¿Sí?
Mm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But making sure that you keep that no. enfrente de, in front of
Mhm.
the verb.
Gotcha.
You got
Okay.
me?
Gotcha.
All right. Preguntas. Did you learn some?
See,
E, like the light
Okay.
bulb came on again.
It
Okay.
did.
It did. Yes.
Yay. Because I think a lot of times that we get confused because we have, Senora Jen, we have object pronouns, indirect object pronouns, your pronouns, reflexive pronouns, my pronouns. You feel me? Okay, subject pronouns. And because
Yeah.
we have all these little bitty words
Mhm.
to remember, then it's like, okay, so do, and then some of them are going to be the same.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
See.
these right here are reflexive pronouns. And then these two change when we get to indirect object pronouns.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
See.
They change again when they're direct object pronouns.
Mhm.
So again, everything is going to be in context. And I wanted you guys to be able to see that. Now, ooh, I didn't mean to do that. Lo siento. One of the things that I wanted you guys to be able to see and us talk about when it came to reflexives is what we doing, y'all. What we doing? Okay, because that leads into talking about our daily lives. Okay, so let me see if I can.
Um,
Habla.
Progressive, um, can I ask my friend Gary a question?
As long as you're not, as long as you be good, yes.
Oh yeah, I'm good. Um, because I know he's organized and I know he's probably charted. So
Probably, baby. Oh my
yeah.
God. I saw his computer one time and I wanted his notes.
So Gary, have you charted the subject pronoun, the direct object pronoun, the indirect object pronoun, and the reflexive pronoun, you know, together?
I don't think, look, I don't think so because we hadn't covered any of that. Remember?
We haven't
Remember? We
haven't
we covered in context, but not okay,
not
guys.
yet.
This is like what I'm doing now. We
Okay.
haven't done that. Okay,
With them.
right, and that's the
but
reason.
with us, no, we
Okay,
Right.
didn't have
gotcha.
that.
Okay. All right. Because the way my brain works, you know how you said reflexive and think of a mirror, a reflection.
Yes. Uh-huh.
That helps me to recall the
Yes.
indirect object pronoun. No, you were doing the pronoun. You asked a question. What was the question that you asked? See, that little piece of information kind of helps me to recall which one to use.
Ah,
See what I'm
got you.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Got
So
you.
if they're lined up and with the question under them, what question we should be thinking about helps me to think.
That's one of the reasons why I make grids. You do know that, right?
Oh yeah, I get it.
Because people learn differently, and that's
Right,
one of the things that I figured out with
right,
you.
right.
Okay,
Yes,
because
that's
those
I learned
those
that way.
same grids,
Yes,
okay, my
yes.
boss gives me as a she puts in what our time, like I'm supposed to be in first grade at this time, and then there time slots like 15-minute or 30-minute increments. Girl, I erase all that mess. I can't learn this. I can't learn like that. I write out mine in a
I
different way
got to write out mine.
because
Yeah,
I
and I
learn and
write
I
out
can
mine.
understand
Yes,
it in a
right,
different way. So I make the grids because sometimes people learn a little bit differently.
right.
So I learned that about you
Yes,
early on.
early on.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You
So
are my kinfolk. Yes.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So I wanted to talk about reflexive verbs in the sense of how we would use them normally. Okay. All this is going to be, my friends, is a list. Okay. And we're going to talk about it being reflexive because they're only the things that we do to ourselves. So Por ejemplo, for example. Oh, by the way, reflexive verbs lesson is not over. It will be a continuation because I have to finish making up my slides. Okay, I got a couple of more details to give you on that. So do not write in whatever space that you are making your notes in because it's getting ready to be a continuation. You got me?
Sí.
Okay, all right. So yeah, I had to go this morning and get beat up by my entrenador. Yep.
Okay.
And so I did not have time because I woke up late in order to finish. So I'm going to finish the second half with a little bit more explanation. I think that you guys will like. So first thing we do to ourselves, okay, with God's help, of course, okay, is to wake up.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
After
Um,
we wake up, then what do we do?
go to the
We-
bathroom.
We get up.
Good job. Good job. We get up.
Wake up, get up,
Yes. 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 Muy
and
bien.
collect our thoughts. That's what my father used to teach us. Collect our thoughts.
Collect your thoughts. Okay. I don't want y'all to get it twisted because you know I all of the all of the definitions that I know is what I'm giving you right this second.
All right, no problem.
Okay. All right. Okay. So then we get up. What else do we do?
Well, we use the bathroom, but we could say to bathe oneself.
Okay. So usar el baño,
Mhm.
usar el baño,
Mhm.
you're not going to use as reflexive.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. You got me?
See.
All
Mhm.
right.
Okay, wait a minute.
Unless
So
you,
if you say I use the bathroom,
Yes.
now that's not reflexive.
No, yo usé el baño. El baño is the recipient of that verb.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But if I take a bath,
oh, good.
that's a
There you
different,
go.
that
There,
now that's
there
reflexive.
you go. So, okay.
Shower.
Bathe.
Yeah, shower, bath.
Okay. To shower. Muy bien. Okay. Very good. Bañarse. Good job. To shower. Ducharse. Muy bien. Good job. Okay. Clase. I don't even know Tia Day, Tia Cynthia.
Mhm. What?
I was gonna say brush your teeth.
Yep. Hold on. Give me just a second.
To get but oh,
Okay. Did you know those, Tia Cynthia, Tia Day?
To dry myself? No, I did not.
Uh-huh.
I didn't.
Mojarse significa
Arce.
to
Yeah.
get wet. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Me mojo. Me mojo en la ducha. Okay. Me mojo primera. Okay. Yo pongo el jabón. Okay.
Mhm.
Me pongo.
hey, bongo.
Pongo significa to put on.
Yeah, el jabón. Okay.
Oh, is that to eat? What is that?
Yeah.
Is that some bacon or some sausage or something?
I'm gonna need you to stop answering that. If you eating bacon in the shower, we gonna is all I'm saying.
Doctor eating pork in the shower. Come on now.
Oh, I thought we had got out the shower.
No, we know we still in the shower.
All righty.
Okay. That's what that means.
Jabón is soap. Soap.
So
Oh, okay.
I know. Oh, you just tickled us. We was like, what?
You went to
We getting a
Oh,
5-course
never mind.
meal in the shower? That's
Okay.
some high living, Miss Jan. That's some high living.
Need some bacon in the shower.
Get
I
my
was
bacon wet,
wondering.
Senor Jan.
Huh?
Yeah, quiet Billy. Billy, like, I ain't gonna say nothing about that.
Like bacon soap or something. Huh? That's what I thought of. Okay.
Mhm.
Look, that's okay. He's only gonna get some bacon in the shower for Linda. You two sabes, okay?
Linda. Hola,
Hola,
Linda.
Linda.
Hola, Linda.
Hola, Linda.
Okay. So, me pongo el jabón. Muy bien.
All right. Okay.
All right. Entonces. So, mojarse, okay, to get wet. Secarse, to dry off. Muy bien. Okay. Cepillarse
Sí.
is what? Dang it. I went from Spanish to English. Lo siento. Sorry, guys. I'll change them. Okay.
Yeah.
Cepillarse.
That's the teeth,
Yes.
brush your teeth. Yeah.
Uh-huh. To brush. Oh, okay. You have to be específico, okay? Because I want to argue and let you know that they do not necessarily say cepillarse or cepillas los dientes. They don't really usually use that word, okay?
Okay.
In Sudamerica, okay, like in Mexico and like those places, they usually say lavar. Lavar los
To
dientes.
clean your
I
teeth.
don't know. Yeah. Lavar. ¿Qué es lavar? Lavar significa to wash. And so they say lava los dientes. Okay? Now you can say that, but when you say cepilla, if you give an instruction, cepillate, okay, always say los dientes, okay? Porque puedes cepillar el pelo. You can brush your hair also, see? So I don't know if that's why they choose to say lavar or no, okay?
Right.
But to wash, okay? Okay, lavarse. This is to wash oneself, okay? Versus me washing clothes, okay? Okay, so that say has to be on there. Other than that, I can wash anything I want to without that say on it. You got me?
So how do you do to dress myself?
Girl, that's best still say.
Hearsay.
Okay. Dress.
Best still.
The vestirse. Yeah, that makes okay. We see. Okay, gotcha. Okay, gotcha.
Now, hold on.
Okay.
When you're dressing yourself, okay? Tia,
I'm seeing.
the kids these days, they don't say to dress yourself, okay? They say, you got to put it on.
Really?
Yes, I'm serious. I mean, like the now lingo for the kids, when they say you looking good in what you're wearing, oh, you put that on. That's what they say.
Okay.
I know. I'm like, oh,
You know you got the youngest kids now, so you're gonna have to give us the slang. Okay.
oh, you're so cute. You think my kids are hip? Huh. They're not. They're not. No. I be hearing the slang in them streets.
Okay, you hear it in the streets,
I hear them. I hear it in the streets.
Kanye,
Okay. Yeah.
not
Okay.
your kids.
Kanye.
Yeah. In
Yeah,
La
like
Calle, you know where Senor Billy like us to be. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Sí.
All right.
Okay.
So
Got it.
that verb is ponerse.
All righty. Wow.
Okay. To put.
Do the opposite. You see what you did? You gotta do the opposite.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to give you an example. It's going to be me pongo.
Me pongo. Okay.
Yes. Por ejemplo, esta mañana yo me desperté tarde. ¡Oh! Ay, ay, ay. Oh my gosh. Yo me desperté a las 7 y yo tengo que salir a las 7:30 para entrenarme con mi entrenador. ¿Sí, sí, sí?
Sí.
Ok. Yo me levanté y muy rápido yo fui a bañarme. ¿Ok?
Mhm,
Yo fui a bañarme. ¿Ok?
mhm,
Yo me duché. ¿Ok? Me mojó, me sequé, ¿ok? Oh, Dios mío, ¿ok? Yo me cepillé los dientes, ¿ok?
mhm,
Me viste, ¿ok? Lo
mhm.
siento, me vestí, lo siento, me vestí, ¿ok? I got dressed, ¿ok? You got me? ¿Ok?
Sí.
Cuando me vestí, yo pongo mis zapatos. I put on my shoes. Me
Mhm,
pongo mi camisa. I put on my shirt. Me pongo mis pantalones. I put on my pants. Sí, sí, sí. Yo pongo mis calcetines. I put on my socks.
all right.
Disculpe. Sí, sí, sí. Do you understand? So
And
that's what me pongo is. I put on my,
whatever.
okay,
Okay.
you got me? Okay.
So, what about makeup?
Maquillarse.
Aha.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, hold it. Wait. I put it on the wrong side.
Yeah, that's what I was telling you the up above it too.
Hmm.
No,
Let's
yo
see.
tengo una pregunta también.
Háblame.
So,
Mhm.
como les dice en español, put on your shoes, put on your makeup instead of I put on my makeup or I put on my pants.
Excuse me,
Right?
Do you want some daddy speak? Because you know I'm really good at parent speak. That you
Sí,
know that's
sí,
my
sí,
thing.
sí. Sí.
Ponte. Ponte.
I love it.
Ponte.
Yes.
Mhm.
Ah,
Okay.
ponte tu
You can say
zapato.
you can say pon or you can say ponte. Okay, hold it. Okay, pon. This is as we get in further in your Spanish career. Okay, remember when you just started and we jumped on your head and made you learn subjunctive?
Yes.
This is part of that, my love.
Okay.
Okay, this is part of that. This is giving a command. Okay,
Okay.
pon tus zapatos.
Mhm.
Okay,
Okay. Okay. Okay.
pon tus zapatos. Pon tu chaqueta.
Mhm.
Mm,
Okay,
let's
you
see.
can say pon or you can say ponte.
Okay.
Okay,
Mhm.
either or.
Okay. See. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, trust me, I feel you. Mm, okay, so, Senor Billy, Despiértate.
Ah,
Despiértate.
Ah, ha, ha, ha. Okay.
Levántate.
Mm,
Ujú.
ah.
Báñate ahora.
mhm,
Porfa.
¿Ok?
mhm.
Ah, okay.
Dúchate.
Wow. Okay.
Ajá. Ujú. We were just in the pool. ¿Ok?
Yeah.
Mójate o sécate.
Sécate.
Porque yo no sé, porque ellos no se secan. Dios
Yeah.
mío, con la ropa sin agua, con agua y todo. Sécate. ¿Ok?
Yeah,
Uh,
see.
¿Ok? Sécate el pelo. Sécate el pelo. Sécate. ¿Ok?
Mhm.
Um, uh,
Oh.
you guys ought to know this because every Tuesday night, ¿ok? Cepíate
Sí.
los dientes.
Yeah, but there you see.
¿Ok?
You see.
Mhm.
All right. Entonces, hey, if you're talking to both your daughters, lávense las manos.
Mhm.
So,
Lávense las manos. ¿Ok? Or lávate las manos. If
Hmm.
you're talking to one dog, lávate.
ah,
Okay. But if they're both over there, or three of them are over there, or whoever, or boys and girls are over there, lávense las manos. Es hora de comer.
Mm.
Okay. Okay.
Pragunda.
Vístete. Yes, ma'am.
So you're talking now as a command.
Yes, ma'am.
And so when you're
I'm
telling
bossy, Miss
somebody,
Jan. I can't help it.
Mhm.
I said, I'm bossy, Miss Jan. I can't help it.
So anytime you're commanding and you're telling someone else like you do this or you do that, then you take off the SE and put on the TE. Mm.
Because we're not doing reflective now. I think
Oh,
If you,
I thought that was what we were doing was initially we were doing
no,
reflective.
okay, we're doing reflexive. Yes, we're doing reflexive. But sorry, Senor Billy took me down a different rabbit hole, which are commands.
lo
Oh,
siento.
So Senor Billy has little children, and that's some ways that I connect with Senor Billy. Because again, I'm bossy, and so I always like to tell him things that boss his little children around. And so I'm always saying, look, Senor Billy, this is what you say. This is how you tell them, blah, blah, blah. Okay. He was asking me, okay, about poner. How do you
okay.
say put on your? Okay.
Okay.
So
Cállate.
I
in,
see.
so
And
in
put
order
on
to
your
Okay.
say
makeup.
that, I
Yeah.
gave him that the way to say put on, like put on your shoes. Okay. And if that's the case and you're dealing with kids, get up. Okay.
Mhm.
Yes, get up off the couch. Come on over here. Wake up. You've been asleep all day. There's no 12 o'clock sleep in here. Okay. Get a bath, take a shower. Okay. No, you're a boy. Wet yourself, dry yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I was giving him those words to brush your teeth. All right.
So those are reflexive verbs.
Those, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is how you boss someone's body around. I want you to wash yourself,
Right.
get yourself up, bathe yourself or shower yourself, wet yourself, dry yourself off. Okay. Put on you got me? Brush your teeth because I'm not doing it for you. Okay.
I
In my
wanted,
house, I have a sign
right.
that says, let me read it. Because Senor Billy, again, I'm bossy, so and my kids already know that this, when I say this is me, the adult children be like, Ma, and I'm like, whatever. Okay. Mhm. Okay. Can you read that, Senor Billy? Can you see that? Let me make it bigger for you. Because you
Te
probably
calmas,
te calmas
te
or
calmos o te calmo yo.
uh-huh. Do you know what that means?
Is that either calm down or I'm gonna make you calm down or something like that?
You act like you don't know me. Calm down or I'll calm you down. Okay? You calm you down or I will calm you down. Okay? So which one is reflexive?
Te calmos
Te
or
calmas.
te calmas.
Te
Te
calmas
calmas.
because you are doing the calming of yourself, or I'll take that job and I will calm you down. I told you I made it's a sign in my house. I told you.
Okay.
Okay. It's a big thing.
One of those.
I know. Sorry, Senora Jan, but it was reflexive. You got me?
See,
So to put on makeup, let's see, today is maquillarse. Okay. Yo me maquillo para mis fotos. Okay, okay. Yo me maquillé para mis fotos. ¿Sí? Yo puse todas las cosas. Cheese. Okay. Me maquillé because I did it to myself. See? You got me? Okay. Preguntas? No, no más preguntas. Okay. All right. Now, wait a minute. Where's she? Oh, Tia Day. Oh, she gonna be mad. I don't know where she went. I think she might be a connection problem because I don't see her at all on my screen. Up, there she goes. She goes, no. She goes, no, I was disconnected somehow. I didn't push any buttons.
oh,
Hold on, I'm gonna tell her just reconnect. You just reconnect. It's okay. Oh, that is so funny. Okay, that's okay. We'll connect. There we go. There we go. Smile to the baby. I know it. All right. So let's see. Let's see. I think getting ready. Yeah, I think getting ready is that's pretty much. Oh, oh. Let me. I just need to look up how to spell it correctly. I know. I don't. I think it's a stem changing verb, but this is for use in your billing. Okay. Where is it? There we go. Oh, it might be regular. Okay. Senor Gary, this for you, baby. It's
There she is.
All right.
yay.
I wrote you a message, said I did not push
I
the button.
know. I saw. I see. Okay.
All righty.
Okay. Senor Billy,
Okay.
afeitarse.
All right.
You hear me?
Afeitarse.
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 Mm-hmm.
Afeitarse.
Entonces, me afeito. Me afeito.
Me afeito.
Me
Mm.
Oh,
afeito.
oh, feito. Me afeito.
Me afeito
Uh-huh.
la barba. Barba.
What's
Okay.
oh hair?
Me,
Shave hair?
no, no. Me la afeito la barba. Okay. I
Oh,
shave
his
my
beard.
beard. Me afeito mi bigote.
Bigote.
Bigote. Ujú. Me afeito, me
You got to
afeito
put
mi
head on
cara,
there.
mi cara. Okay. Me afeito mi
Me,
cabeza.
me afeito, me,
Ah,
and
Armpits.
I know, but I'm trying to think of, I know that word. Hold on now, look, hold on.
okay.
I had to make a list of las cosas que puede afeitar. Okay, hold on, let me,
Okay.
okay. La barba. Okay, that's la
Uh,
barba. Okay. Oh my gosh. Sabacos. Sabacos. I'm almost proud. I'm almost sabacos. Oh, sabaco.
me afeito, me,
Think
piernas.
anybody this group is probably still shaving their legs.
Yeah, me, piernas, see, me afeito.
Oh, you still shave your legs?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sobaco. Okay. Clase, remember when I told you that vowels matter?
Mm-hmm.
I keep telling y'all vowels matter. A lot of times we get lazy in our speech. So I kept saying sabaco, and I'm like, I know that that's that word. I know it is. It's not a, it's not a, let me write it. It's not a sabaco. It is not. It is a sobaco. But because
Oh,
I'm so used to um saying ah for an O, sometimes my English slides over into my Spanish. You got me? Okay. Okay. Entonces, muy bien. Me afeito let me go ahead and give you that one. El
so would you put what you're
soba.
shaving after afeito?
Uh-huh. Me afeito la barba.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Me
Mhm.
afeito
Mhm.
sobaca.
Good job. Good job. That was really good pronunciación. Okay. La barba. Okay. Entonces, beard. Okay. Uh, el bigote. Mustache. Muy bien. Does mustache have an E?
See.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Okay. Gracias.
Okay.
Okay. Muy bien.
All right.
Um,
Then what about
So since I got a question, since
uh-huh.
you've already said may, you don't have to
I
say,
was getting ready to go there. Good job. Go ahead with your statement.
oh no, go ahead then.
No,
Go ahead
no,
with the
no.
lesson and then, uh, okay. I was just gonna say, you don't have to then repeat like may barba
That was
or,
the next part of the lesson. That was good. Okay. So what Tia Cynthia is saying is because the verb is reflexive,
Mm-hmm.
it's already understood that that body part is yours.
mhm,
Okay.
oh, okay.
So you don't have to say me afeito mi barba.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because you said me afeito, it is already understood because the me means myself, and
Right.
it's already you. So you don't have to say it because they consider that redundant to say,
mhm,
I cut my, okay. So they just name the part. Okay. I'm trying to remember to make sure that I give you your nouns with your
Okay.
your artículos so that again you can memorize them
You
when
might say, but you still have to use your
Pronoun.
article in front of the noun,
Mhm.
whatever you're watching. Yeah.
Ajá.
Mi
Me afeito
afeito
las
mi
piernas.
cabeza.
What'd you
Okay.
say? Oh, cabeza.
Mi
Oh, gotcha.
afeito mi cabeza.
See, hold on, wait a minute.
So mustache.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the L.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's do this. Las piernas. Muy bien.
So we should also put the underarms as plural because you usually just don't shave one underarm.
Unless you're just weird like that.
What I do on the
Or it's a
weekends is none of
time
your
thing,
business.
like if
Tell her,
you're running
tell her,
late, you
Billy.
might just have time for one.
Tell her, Billy.
I said what
And
I
then you
said what
keep the other arm close to your body, huh?
It's like,
But Billy, put your wig on and let her see that. Then she can understand.
I said what I told Miss Jen. I said what I do on the weekends is none of your business.
None of your business. Mhm.
Oh, man. Okay. So
What
here's my
about
question.
capacious?
If the word is el sabaco,
Uh-huh.
tell me how do we make it plural, guys? What do we say? Hold it, put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. So nobody
what
gets
word is it?
el sabaco. El sabaco. What would be the plural of el sabaco? Go, Miss Jen. Go, Miss Jen. Go, Señor Gary. I see you. Te veo, señor. Te veo. Muy bien. Sí, muy bien, señor Billy. Sí, muy bien. Tia Cynthia, you didn't put an article. Ningún artículo te
Oh,
quejas.
okay.
Dios mío, señorita.
Picky.
Sí. Oh my gosh. Entonces, what else do we do? Muy bien. Muy bien. Excellent. What else do we do? And ooh, in order to show you that you can make more verbs reflexive, this is one of my favorite words because I did not know how to say it for such a long time, and it was such a question to me. I'm just going to give it to you. Are you ready?
Mhm.
Okay. I don't want to actually put it with.
Oh,
I
okay.
think
Wait a minute.
I think I want to
Boy.
put it to the side. But it's one of my favorite, because again, it was made reflexive. Ready?
Mhm.
See.
Oh,
Oh,
Tell
I
me what, yes, ma'am. What does that mean, Senora Jan?
are you questioning me or
No.
are you asking me?
Who's asking?
Las cabezas.
I am at let's see. No, oh, okay, wait a minute.
You
I'm
say it all the time,
I'm
dude.
Yeah, we say it all the time, and it's gonna piss you off when you realize.
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
ask.
You are really on the right.
yeah.
You're on the right track. So this word means I ask.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I ask who? I ask myself. And
All right, myself.
I know, but Senora Jen, the reason why I like that word is because that phrase right there means,
I wonder.
Mm-hmm.
and that was just everything to me. I was all like, and then I'm like, and in it, I asked myself a question. Well, that's what you do when you wonder. You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
so I just thought that that was really cool. Um,
Okay.
and so that is one of my favorite Spanish phrases. Me pregunto. Okay. Ooh.
We got one more since we got hair. How do you say peinarse?
Peinarse. Oh,
No,
you
yeah.
go, girl. Good job. Peinarse. Let's put it up here.
Say. There you go.
Oh, the comb.
Mhm.
Me gusta. Okay. Oh,
So you say that really fast. It sounds like you just say peinarse.
that's what I
But
said.
that's what I'm saying. I was going to say peinarse. No, right?
What you did, all you did was break the word up.
Right.
Okay.
Instead of
Peinarse.
combining the E and I, right? Mhm.
Peinarse.
And not.
Peinarse. Okay.
Mhm. Mira.
Mhm.
You see it?
Mhm.
So when you put those like a per narse, pay narse,
Mhm.
you don't have to add hair because you don't have to say what you're combing.
Me peino el pelo.
Yeah.
Me
Oh, okay.
peino el pelo.
See.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
Antes que estar aquí, before
Mhm.
I came on here,
Mhm.
me peiné el pelo.
See. Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
So if you don't have to say my hair.
Mm-hmm.
Me peino mi pelo. You don't have to say that because it's already, because I said me peino. It means I did it to myself.
Mhm.
See?
See.
Okay. Pues, anymore. What you got to say?
I think
Any more? What?
Any more
flexive verb.
verbos
Mhm.
Oh,
reflexivos? There are so many.
there are.
There really are so many. But what I wanted to show you was, oh, let me see.
Limpiarse,
Message. Wait a minute. I got a message. What'd you say?
limpiarse.
Oh, see, you can. That was good.
But I mean, we can move on. I was just thinking of a word. I'm sorry. I was just thinking.
No, 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 no. That's good though. Hold on. Because limpiar significa to clean, right?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
But limpiarse means to clean
Oneself.
oneself. Good job. So that's really good. Why is my foot itching?
Or Lars, Labarse.
Lavarse.
I
Let me
got
just
lavarse. Look.
see.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
up there
okay. There we
already.
go.
Okay. So
I was gonna say lim, lim, limpiar tu uh, dormitorio or habitación or esa.
oh, just limpia.
Oh, okay, got it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, limpiarse. Clean oneself. Muy bien. That's good, guys. That's really, really good. Okay.
uh,
You could put
uh,
verse, right? Is that redundant?
It's not,
It's
because
not?
you do look at yourself.
Right.
You
Okay.
do look at yourself
All
in,
right.
in the
Yeah.
mirror.
In
Okay,
the mirror.
medirse.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. All
Verse.
right.
Okay.
Oh, let's see. To see. Susie. Okay.
I got one because it's part of our vocabulary that incontrarse.
Girl, do you know how many people decide that they're gonna leave college so porque ellos
Right,
se
exactly.
encuentran?
That's why I
Oh, Dios
thought we
mío.
need to put that in there. Yes.
Okay.
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 We're looking for stuff.
Encontrarse.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. To find. Okay. To find, to meet. Muy bien. Okay.
Acostarse.
Costarse?
Acostarse.
Ah! Oh my gosh, you're so, oh, good job. Okay. You guys, okay, you have to make sure that you combine the whole word because this is what I heard.
Mhm.
This is what I heard. That's what I heard. Acostarse. That's what I heard.
Mhm.
Okay. Because you paused separates the word. Okay.
Mhm.
This is what you meant.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Acostarse.
Acostarse. Acostarse. Do you remember what acostarse means?
Mhm.
What's it mean? Acostarse
Go
significa
to bed.
to lay down.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Go to bed or
To lay down.
bedtime.
Bedtime.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Porque tú puedes acostarse sin dormirse. ¡Ah!
Mhm.
Oh, to go to sleep.
Uh-huh. And yeah, let's talk about that real quick. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold it. To lay down. Acostarse. Muy bien. Okay, muy bien. I'm gonna fix this all up nice and pretty for you, but these are some really good words. Okay.
You
And
know, when Cynthia said that Eckhart Tolle, I was thinking about Eckhart Darce. Eckhart Darce.
yeah, acuérdase. Acordarse. Okay, I would like to let you know that those are the two words that gave me
Yeah.
it gave me so much trouble in Spanish. Okay, now wait, hold it. Because we got to talk about falling asleep. Hold it.
Okay.
Okay, better.
All right.
All right.
Okay. And then
Mm.
yeah, because Eckhart Darce is so close to that, except for the D and the
It
T.
is, and it got on my nerves.
Yeah. That's why I was like, I got quiet. Like, what does that mean?
It got on my nerves.
Okay.
Mm.
Well, that's getting so tiny. Oh my
I
God.
know. I'm straining. My head is
Oh,
almost
We might
up
have to
to
do
the.
two
I
pages.
told you, y'all better remind me. Because I remember I doubled it and it was an
Yeah.
accident. And then
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Okay.
So, but now okay. So
There
it's
we go.
hard to get the whole list though
Yeah.
in that font.
She
Okay,
can
there we go.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about.
talking about. That's what we talking about right there.
Habla conmigo, mamita acá.
Yes. Hmm. Words. Hmm.
Okay, you good?
Okay, well, you have to you're gonna add those words, right? The one that Cynthia said and the one that I said.
I did.
Where? Oh,
Acostarse, acordarse.
One's with the D and one's with the T.
Yes,
Oh,
but what I want to tell you is that you need
oh yeah.
remember. Okay. So, guys, when we talk about women who thou art loose,
Who?
um, uh, they say that ellas acuestan con muchas personas.
Oh, they
Okay.
lay down with many people.
So,
Oh,
so I'm just telling you, you watch a telenovela or you out on the street in la calle, típicamente, and I don't yeah, they'll say, ella acuesta con mucha gente. She lays down with a lot of folks,
Oh boy.
Okay.
Uh-oh, we lost Tia Day again.
Oh no.
She missed the
That's
best.
okay. That's okay. We got a recording, so that's not a bad thing. Okay. So I just wanted you to know that about acostarse versus acordarse. Okay. Ella está acuerda de acostarse con mucha gente. Ugh. Okay. She might be in agreement to do all that, is all I'm saying. Okay.
I
She may be getting
I
paid
knew
for doing all of that.
I'm just saying, está pagada, tú sabes. What you say?
I only knew that word as to go to bed.
This is acostarse,
Right.
to go to bed. This is to lay down. This is to basically, yeah, okay, because tú puedes acostarse en la sofá. Tú puedes acostarse, okay. Tú puedes acostar en el piso, okay. So you can lay down many places.
But if you say go to bed, well, no, that's not true. I was just getting ready to say go to bed generally means to go to sleep. I'm going to bed. And that
Everybody go to
means,
bed, go to sleep is all I'm saying.
well, yeah. So
But
then
I
once
was
I thought of that, I said, uh-oh, that's not necessarily.
but I was
It was that's a
thinking,
lesson for another day.
yeah. I was thinking more reflective, like putting yourself to bed
Uh-huh.
Mhm, mhm.
when
Yeah.
I said it.
What you say is,
Let's see.
what you say is, en la
May
noche, en la
She's
noche,
back.
yay, me acuesto,
esto
oh, that is huge, a las 9:30,
sí.
Oh,
pero
oh.
me duermo, me duermo a las 10.
Oh,
Sí.
Okay,
okay.
hold on, because that is huge.
So
There we go.
last night I went
At
to
night,
bed
at night.
at night.
So I could have said por la noche or en la noche.
So at night uh
I lay down.
I lay down
Mhm.
um and what?
At
Yeah.
at
At oh at
9:30.
night. Oh, at 9:30.
Uh-huh.
At 10.
But I don't go to sleep until 10.
But I don't fall asleep until 10. See.
Right.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. In order to make it for you guys, usually I would, for clarification,
Mhm.
en la noche, voy a la cama,
Mhm. Yeah.
voy a la cama y me acuesto a las 9:30. 9:30, pero me duermo a las 10. You got me?
Mhm.
So again, por las tardes me acuesto en la sofá y miro la televisión.
Sí.
You got me? Did you
Mhm.
understand that, Señora Jan?
Sí.
Okay. So yeah, so we'll get some more. We'll get some more. A mí me gusta. I liked this lesson. ¿Cómo se dice? ¿Cómo se dice?
You put it in the chat.
Yes. ¿Cómo se dice, Señor Gary? ¿Cómo se dice, Señor Gary gets ready for work? Señor Gary gets ready for work. Because your sentences are not going to say, Señor Gary gets himself ready for work. It's already, you see what I'm saying? In English,
Right.
it's already implied that
Right.
if I say he gets ready for work, then it's him doing it to him. You got me?
Gotcha.
So, ¿cómo se
Okay.
dice? How do we say that?
Alrighty.
Write it in the chat.
Uh, it's uh, where is ready?
I wrote it up here.
Oh, I was like, am I supposed to know what that word is? Okay. And there it is, right there.
I think wait a minute, I goofed somewhere. I'm writing mine over. Okay.
Okay.
I don't think this is right.
Let's spell that.
Okay, wait a minute. I know what I did wrong.
Tia Cynthia,
I'm
you
working
just,
on it.
you don't, huh?
I'm
Getting it.
I'm
Okay.
I'm I'm sending you another version.
Oh,
Okay.
well, I was just getting ready to say you didn't need the I. Other than that, it was correct.
Oh, I did the same thing. Look at mine.
I don't need to say
No.
Uh, yeah, I'm sure. I don't
Okay,
have it.
Tia Day, muy bien.
So what about that? What I said, I trabajar. No?
Uh-huh.
So
Senor,
that
Tia
wasn't
Day,
what,
Tia
huh?
Day, you are fine. You just extra. And you fine, and it's fine. I promise you. That's all.
Okay.
Muy bien. Señor Billy, por favor, quita la SE y pone enfrente del verbo. Muy bien. Okay, muy bien. Today.
Yeah, I
Very
try to
good.
work on shortening those sentences.
Okay. Senor Gary, he is preparing himself.
Gotcha.
He is preparing himself. So that say has to go somewhere.
Gotcha. See, I didn't even, yeah, I just, yeah.
Ooh. Senora Jan, Quita la C y pon enfrente.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
sorry. Take off the SE and put it in front of the verb.
Oh, oh, okay. Oh boy. Let's see, can I do this?
You can do it, girl. You got this.
So right now I do everything backwards. Okay. So now when you tell us another way, then I'll probably put this answer.
That's my baby. Okay, muy bien, muy bien, muy bien. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Again.
All right, there's my do I do the
Yes, there it is, Señora Jen. Te veo. I see you, girl. Muy bien. Sí, señor Billy, excelente. Muy bien, muy bien. Okay. All right. Entonces, por favor, escribe in the chat. Hmm. Right. Cynthia falls asleep at night. Cynthia, oh, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Because you don't know about stem changing verbs yet. Hold that thought. Let's do Cynthia bathes, takes a bath in the morning.
In the morning.
Cynthia takes a bath in the morning.
hmm, oh,
Let me try to follow instructions this time.
Woo! That's my baby. That's my baby. Ain't nobody playing with you, girl.
Okay. Mhm.
uh in the morning and oh
Amen.
there it is. Every time I'm struggling with the word to use.
See, Jay, that's what I was doing. That's why I was like, I'm just gonna make up a word. So I mean,
The word to bathe is here.
yes, it's
I
right.
know that. I was
Yes.
struggling with the morning.
Oh,
Woman, look at your screen, man.
yeah, here we go. I don't usually look at the screen, so I'm learning still after all these
The other
years.
10,
All
Huh?
right.
I'm gonna need you not to be going into different tenses, my love.
Oh, me?
Yes, you, Senora Jan.
Oh, okay, what I do wrong?
Huh?
You can't tell me while the exercise is
I can tell
still
you.
happening.
Are you ready?
Uh-huh.
You didn't conjugate your verb properly.
Oh, okay.
The way that you put it, what yours says is that she will bathe in the mornings. That's what you put.
Mm.
No,
Oh,
Tia Day.
No.
No, ma'am. I need you to put that reflexive before the verb.
okay, see, then what did I okay, so it's a AR verb.
Oh, okay, I got it. I got it now.
Ooh. Senor Gary, I need you to take that. Ooh, hold on. I need you to take the SE off and put it before this here. So I need you to conjugate the verb first.
Okay.
Remember the grid.
Right, but it's an AR verb, right?
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Right.
Right out loud.
I'm confused.
Uh,
Cause I'll just wait till everybody finishes and then I'll ask my question because I'm
okay.
confused now.
Okay, come on. Come on with it, girl. I'm listening.
Okay, so
We gonna whoop 'em.
the verb is reflexive. It had
Yes.
the SE on the end, and you say take the SE off the
That's what I
end
said.
and put it
Mhm.
in front of the
And you
verb.
put it in front of the verb. Yes.
And so then after the stem is
Mhm.
R. I mean, the last letter for the stem was R, so I put a A.
So this is what you should, let me show you what you should have done, my angel face.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the verb is bañarse.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. Now I told you that we're going to, that's our reflexive part that we're taking off and we're putting in the beginning.
Right.
Okay. And that is our final, which is going to leave that right there. Okay.
Oh, I didn't take off enough.
Exactly.
Oh.
So,
Oh, okay. I see what I did
so that
wrong.
meant that we have
Just fine.
me baño,
Baño.
te
Me,
bañas.
and me bana.
Say baña. Ooh.
Okay. So I had the RA still on there.
Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. And then
Realized
added
I
another.
thought the stem was BANAR.
Nope, that's a
Okay.
whole infinitivo.
Okay. I see what I did wrong.
Muy
Okay.
bien.
Gracias.
De nada, de nada. Okay? And don't worry, look, we're just introduced, baby. I have thrown in so much grammar on you guys. This is what happens when your teacher gets a whole minute to herself. It was wonderful. I'm so proud. I'm so excited.
I love that. I love it when you have that too.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and so and so we will definitely be able to practice more with these wonderful, wonderful words. Um, So, Lorena. Okay, let's see. Where is the?
I have to say, when I first got that lesson on reflective verbs, it was an aha moment because I had been saying a lot of says
Mhm, mhm.
and speaking and reading, and I never was clear on why I was using say. Like, come on, say,
Mm.
come on,
Yeah,
say,
Right. Yeah.
and I
yeah,
was like, I'm not sure. I mean, I knew that was what I was supposed to say,
Right.
but
Right.
I never understood
it
the
is.
Why?
whole reasoning behind this.
Mm,
Right.
And it
Now,
was like, oh, okay, say, okay, so now
yeah,
say and tay had a
yeah,
whole new
it made,
meaning,
yeah, it makes
yes,
sense.
ma'am.
which
Yeah,
it helps to help you, like Denise said, makes
Right. Like when you're doing it, it doesn't seem so just,
right,
do it because I said so. It's
yeah.
reason behind it. And so,
right.
yeah, I got you.
Let me ask a question before you go on. So technically, you're not supposed to be covering grammar.
Not at all. No grammar, none.
Now, could that be because now some of the youth that you are teaching now, because it's like I need that. It's like the light bulb.
Yeah,
It
but
goes.
Tia,
Yeah.
I love you.
What?
You know we're not youths anymore, right?
We're not youth. What are we now?
Huh?
What are we now? Young folk?
We are children now. We are no longer youths.
Youth?
We
We're
are
not.
children now. We are no longer youths. Okay? So, because of that, children learn better when you speak to them versus, okay, this is a possessive adjective, and the possessive adjective forms a nobody cares, nobody cares, nobody cares. And if you go there and you start telling them about your possessive adjectives, they're gonna look at you like you got 14 heads. You hear me? Okay. What people are interested in is how you
Children.
communicate. Okay.
Oh,
What we're doing is we are nerding out and we are practicing and loving on what makes the language the language. That's
yeah. Okay. Okay.
but you go over there and you're talking about, hey, let's talk grammar, and they're gonna be like, whew, another day. Then I'm gonna need you to give me some hours of nothing to do in order to do that because
Well,
they don't
yeah.
care. You see what I'm
Well,
saying?
that's why we didn't learn it in high school because I didn't get language until high
That's
school.
what I'm saying. You know,
Yeah.
you don't really,
Yeah.
you don't, and then they let you get all these rules in your head.
Yeah.
You don't want to let go of the rules that you have
Yeah.
learned.
That's very true.
You know what I'm saying? And then you go to another place and you try to apply your English rules to their whatever language it is that you're,
Right.
wherever you go, you're applying
Right.
your English rules to that. So
Okay.
just talking and giving us
Gotcha.
something to talk about and us practicing talking in that manner helps us be more effective communicators than this. All this says is your teacher had time and we nerded out. That's all it says.
I know, but I love it. It helps me to understand.
I was that girl. That's the reason why I don't trip off of doing it. You see what
Gotcha.
I'm saying?
Yeah. All right.
Sometimes knowing the mechanics behind it helps other people. People learn in different ways. You
Yeah,
know,
that's right.
and there's
Yeah.
sometimes when I go into my sixth grade class where I never get to my lesson. They're like, but how come so and so and so and so? But what is such such so and so? And in those moments, I answer those questions because I
Right.
want to continue with my lesson
Right.
and I don't want them to be stuck on, well, why? Well, why? Well, she never answered my question. Well, how come? You get what
Right.
I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I brought this up because you guys asked me about this and could you guys have an extra practice? So I took time and I put your words that we did on the other slide on changing them from feminine to masculine, singular, and plural. And
Right.
I put those in here. So now you can say my year, your years, his or her year,
Mhm.
our years, his or
Right.
her years. My house, your house. Okay, you got me?
I
His
got
or
you.
her house, our house. Okay, our houses, his or her house. Okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
And remember when we did possessive adjectives that we concentrate more on the amount of things or objects being possessed versus the person who is possessing them. Okay?
Okay.
We got it?
Okay.
Okay.
I
Um,
got it. Thank
Didn't
you.
we did this? Didn't we do this?
we did do this with other words. Okay? Let me show you what I'm talking about.
Oh, I thought I did it with those words.
Okay, let me show you.
Oh, maybe it was something
Let me show
different.
you. So over here,
Mhm.
when we did nouns, we did
Mhm.
this, and
Yeah.
we
Oh.
identified whether it was singular or masculine. We made it plural. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Then
Mhm.
we used our indirect object pronouns. I
Mhm.
took these same words
Okay.
and then I applied it to our possessive adjective sheet. So you'll be using the exact same words. Okay. And then you're going to say, my
Mhm.
match, my soup, my hallway, my stadium, my class, my boy,
Mhm.
okay? My school, my hotel, my client, my relationship, and my sport.
Mhm.
Okay. So we're playing with the same words, doing something a little bit different.
Okay.
Okay. So I think I saw these words before you did. Yes, ma'am. Okay. I didn't want, I'm throwing a whole new concept at you, so I did not want to just give you, you know what I'm saying? Totally overwhelm you in that.
Mhm.
Okay. So I'll be putting that inside of our Google Classroom also. Okay.
Mhm.
See.
Preguntas.
Mhm.
Preguntas. Did you learn something today? Did you learn something? You learned something?
Learned a lot today.
See?
Yeah.
Hey. Okay. All right. I'm gonna have to write me and another story because I already got what's that boy's name? Ronaldo taken care of. Now I gotta find something else to write. Doggone it. Okay. And all he's doing is telling what he saw. That's all. He's just telling what he saw. And then we can move on. But I just want to make sure you guys were okay. You guys learned something. Was there any questions before we go?
No,
No?
just
Okay, we're gonna let that sink in and marinate. Okay. Nos vamos el martes. We're cool for Tuesday. See, see, see?
see.
CCC.
All right, sweethearts. Okay.
Mhm.
Nos vemos pronto. Hasta luego.
The way-